Morning again, and welcome back to the kitchen. I'm so glad y'all are here. I'm trying to go ahead and use up some of the recipes that I had planned to do during the holidays, during Christmas. But today I'm going to make some macaroon cookies. Now if you make them during Christmas time, you can put red and green candied cherries in them. Or buy you some green ones ahead of time and you can make them for St. Patrick's Day. Today I'm going to use green candied cherries because that's what I had in the freezer that I had bought and had extra. You can do maraschino cherries, but you need to get them and cut them and pat them dry because you don't want to add any liquid to it other than what's in the recipe. But you could always get red and green if you use those, but be sure you cut them in half, pat them dry, and then you want to cut them in fourths because you don't want big pieces in there. But just a heads up that it doesn't have to just be candied, Christmas candied fruit. You can use whatever in it. You can make them plain. But it takes 2 2/3 cup of flaked coconut, and I use the sweetened. It takes, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1/2 cup of sweetened condensed milk, a teaspoon of vanilla, and your 1/2 cup of your candied or your maraschino cherries, whichever you choose to use. Then you just stir them up and you put them by a rounded teaspoon onto parchment and bake them at 325 for 12 to 15 minutes. And you can dip them in chocolate, half in chocolate to make them look nice. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that today or not, but it would be a beautiful presentation for a gift or just for your tray if you're going to be serving your friends. So let's get this mixed up. I'm going to bring y'all over here where you can watch me. It's not much to the assembly and they'll cook quick. It makes about 24 cookies. So it'll be a quick little treat. But it's another good one for y'all to have in your recipe box because it's different. Everybody doesn't make macaroons, and it's pretty, especially if you dip it in the chocolate. It's just a neat little recipe to have. So y'all come right on over here to the booze block and we will see what we can do. Okay, we're going to put our 2 2/3 cups of coconut in. And I'm going to sprinkle 2 tablespoons of cornstarch in there. And I'm just going to, I guess this must have been a little damp. Some of it's sticking. I'm just going to mix that around where the cornstarch will be incorporated with all of the coconut. And we're going to measure out 1/2 cup of the sweetened condensed milk. For a teaspoon of vanilla, so I'm going to go ahead and add that into the Eagle brand. A little bit over in mine, and add a little bit of vanilla, and I'm going to stir that up a little bit in there where it won't just soak into the coconut right quick when I put it in there. Not a whole lot goes into macaroons. And you could make them just plain Jane. Don't put the fruit in them. You might want to add just a snitch more coconut if you do that. But I'm going to get this mixed. Okay, I'm going to toss my 1/2 cup of cherries in. And I don't want to poke them and break them. So I'll be careful, kind of gentle mixing them. Now can you imagine how neat this would be for St. Patrick's Day with half of it dipped in chocolate and pretty presentation? Okay y'all, I think I got 26 cookies. So I'm going to get them in the oven and I'll bring y'all back and show you when I get them done. Okay, there goes our beeper. Let's check our cookies. And they're brown and done. So I'm going to get them out, and I'll be back in just a minute when I get them on the rack. They have to cool a minute on the pan, keep them from tearing up, and then I'll get them on the wire rack. Okay, I'm letting them cool, but I love this half sheet pre-cut parchment, and I get it from King Arthur Flour. It makes it so easy, because half the time when I try to tear parchment, it's all wonky jawed and jagged and a mess. And I like pretty edges, so that's just an idea. They have it in rounds. They have it in all different sizes. If y'all haven't seen it, you might check out the King Arthur Flour site. They've got so much that I have on a want list there. But their scones are wonderful too. If you like scones that don't even taste like they're made from a mix, I do use their scones. On occasion, I keep some in the freezer that I can pull out and use in a pinch. So, anyhow, I wanted to tell y'all about the parchment. I really like it, and they'll put it on sale, and that's when I get it. And you can use your parchment more than one time. I hope you know that. When you're making cookies, you can use the same piece of parchment over and over and over. So don't just use it once and throw it away. Just a heads up, I'm going to get these over on the rack, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to get them on the rack right quick, and then I'm going to melt some chocolate, just some semi-sweet chocolate chips, and I'm going to dip some of them, half dip them, just to show y'all. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to melt some chocolate in the microwave. My chocolate didn't get quite, and I'm afraid to keep trying to thin it because I'm afraid it'll burn. So I'm going to just dip them, make sure I have chocolate on half of it, like this, and let it set back up. Put them over there back on the parchment pan. Maybe I'll just literally spread half of it with the kind of melted chocolate, I should say, because it's certainly not melted like I wanted it to be. They're rich as all get out without any chocolate, I can tell you. Okay, I'm going to finish dipping a few, and then I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, y'all, here they are, all plated up. We've got some plain, and then the ones that I did half chocolate. Let me tell you, I ate a bite of the crumbs, and they're rich. So I'm not going to eat any more because I'm not big on sweets, but I wanted to show y'all what they look like. Okay, the reason they're anytime macaroons is because according to what color you put in them, you can make it match the holiday that you're trying to, or the occasion that you're making them for. So this is another easy one that's pretty. You can dress it up or wear it plain, whichever you'd rather, and use it for your gatherings. They're quick and easy enough that when you do that one day a week good supper for your family, well, you can have a special little dessert for them. Make them feel like you really worked and went to some extra trouble. Everybody likes to be pampered. Y'all remember to turn your stuff off, all those devices, spend some time with your family, make some sweet memories. I mean, it's time to make some New Year's resolutions, and if you've got a little bit of stuff going on at home and there's a little bit of strife and people aren't real happy and you really don't know the cause of it, it could be that they need some one-on-one time with people instead of electronics. So just try 1 or 2 days a week. If you can't do it 7 days a week, 1 or 2 days a week, have your family to look forward to a good meal around the table. And like I said, if you don't have time to cook, pick you up some fried chicken. But put it in your bowls and put it on your table and have a family meal. That's what's important. It's not what's in the bowls or on the table. It's the fact that you're having family time, having a meal together, sharing what's going on in their life. Sometimes people will open up when they feel like they're being cared for and that people really care. But if you're always sitting here like this, they're not going to try to butt into that because very few people will put it down and listen. They'll just kind of glance up and keep going. Y'all better listen. It's important. It's very important to listen to your family members and your friends and see what they need in their life. Okay, I'm hopped down off my soapbox. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Hope you fix something good. My goodness, that's what this is all about. I'm inviting y'all into my kitchen. I love it. I know everybody don't love it, but everybody eats. So if you're married Or if you're not married and you got kids, it's your responsibility. It's what you're supposed to do. So a lot of these recipes are easy. So try them out. Make somebody feel special. You could put these on a little clear plastic throwaway plate with, bring your plastic up, tie it with a little cute little gift to give somebody. So there's all kinds of ideas and ways to use it. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll be back here in a couple of days, good Lord willing, and have something else good. The Lord bless you.